Good morning. Welcome to Critical Thinking with Andre. And today's topic is about, is Donald Trump a part of the deep state? Because look what has taken place since Donald Trump has been charged with criminal activity and been convicted for felonies that he has committed. Because so far, every judge have given Donald Trump a break, even the Supreme Court. So, is there a conspiracy in the deep state with regards to the justice system giving Donald Trump a pass? Because he has committed the ultimate crime that anybody can commit, is to overthrow the government. And all of us know that because we saw him on video telling his supporters to run up and attack the Capitol. And he has not been locked up for doing that outrageous crime. So today we need to debate, is Donald Trump and his cohorts conspiring for him to get back in office? I don't know what is going on because the Supreme Court allowed him to get away with basically committing a crime. Now, if it was you or I, we all will be locked up. However, Donald Trump is walking around running for the presidency of the United States. That is outrageous. So when Donald Trump say he is not a part of the deep state, I think he's lying. I believe he is lying. And I don't know how many other folks believe that he is not a part of the deep state. And it's difficult not to believe that. Because if it was you or I doing anything nearly as he has done, we'd be locked up. So I like for everybody to think about this critically. Do you believe that the justice system is supporting Donald Trump and is aiding his criminal activity in this country? Or do you believe that the justice system is just corrupt? Excuse me. But it seems like Donald Trump is continuously getting a pass. So it's just amazing to me. So critically, I want to explore this in detail because I don't know what's going on. It is amazing to me. How could the Supreme Court say that this guy is immune from what he has done? I don't know if they're a criminal organization. You know, these other guys who sit on the Supreme Court are part of some deep state criminal organization that the Republican Party and businessmen and the religious right is involved in. I don't know. But it looks to me that Donald Trump, the Republican Party, and the Christian, I'm going to call them Christian criminals, because what Donald Trump has done is criminal. So, you know what they say, birds of a feather flock together. So when them guys talk about they got moral principles and moral this, no, you look like criminals to me. Because you support a criminal, you are a criminal too. I mean, that's the law. If you support a criminal and committing a criminal act, you're a criminal too. If you steal something and if a person steals something and he got friends there and they support him stealing something, if they just standing by as lookout or give passing them the duffel bag to put the money in, they're considered criminals too. So, I look at the religious right in this country who say they got a lot of morals and stuff as criminals, man. I mean, they're part of the deep state. I mean, they've been going at it for years. And and the Republican Party is, to me, I mean, critically thinking, it looks funny to me, man. I mean, how does it look to you? Does it look like that these guys are operating above board with morality and honesty? And no, it doesn't look that way. It looks like they're committing a crime. Because Donald Trump committed a crime and looked like they support him 100%. So if they support him 110%, they're criminals too. Isn't that how it works? They say birds of a feather flock together. And that's what it looked like. It looked like the Republican Party and this Christian moral majority, whatever they call themselves. Because hold on there, I'm going to get something straight here. I'm a Christian too. I've been baptized and all that stuff. Check my record. However, I don't know about these folks. They look like criminal gangsters. I mean, Christian gangsters. I mean, I don't know what to say about them. I mean, Donald Trump, they all keep talking about they support Donald Trump this and supports Donald Trump there. I mean, what can you say? I mean, God damn, what are they doing in them churches? What are they preaching in them churches? I mean, God dang, I can't get on. I mean, everybody can see it. I mean, Donald Trump is a criminal, an unbelievable criminal. He's been convicted as a criminal, and they still support him. So all I'm saying, when Donald Trump said he's not a part of the deep state, and, the Christians are in, Congress and Senate and the court system and the police officers and these Christians, small majority who come out and say we support this organization that are part of the Christian right. I mean, I don't know what to say about them. They look like a criminal organization to me. Look like something's going on there. I mean, what can you say? So I'm just wanting to know, like I'm saying, to me, it looked like Donald Trump is a part of the deep state, a criminal activity with the Republican Party, the Christian right, and, they got, I'm thinking about the Federalist Party, the Federalist Organization. I mean, God dang, man, these guys supposed to have been people with morals and constitutional belief and dignity and honesty. I don't know. I'm shocked. I'm really shocked, man. I don't know what to say about these guys. I'm wondering about, the Supreme Court. I mean, God almighty, these guys take bribes and one talk about overthrowing the government with the flag turned upside down. I mean, they look like a real criminal organization. So I'm just putting it out there. Should we be debating, is Donald Trump a part of the deep state? Because I noticed that companies, these big media companies like CNN and Fox News and these other news outlets, they're not asking the critical question, is Donald Trump a part of the deep state? Now, I want to say this in final. I saw the debate. I think that I ain't never seen a person being discriminated against as much as Joe Biden is, because the man have a speech impediment, a speech problem. He couldn't talk the way he normally would have talked. But these folks, boy, I tell you, America is, the media is deeply go out and discriminate against people who have handicap. I mean, they keep talking about he had a bad day. He had a bad day, but also remember, the man has a speech problem. And if he has a speaking problem and he stutters, then you should at least give him the benefit of the doubt. However, Donald Trump lied. He didn't answer the question. He just continuously lied. So, I'm starting to wonder, is Donald Trump a part of the deep state? Because the media has not said too much about his lying, his ability to lie. They keep talking about Joe Biden and his poor performance. Well, the man has a handicap, and that tell you right there, the media is the big corporations which own the media, and they dictate what they should say or what they should do. Because if they, that's how I look at it, man. I don't know how you look at it, but it look like it's totally a biased society with regards to this Donald Trump situation. Look like he's just a part. Even when he lied, they don't even go after that. I don't, me personally, I wouldn't vote for Donald Trump at all, at all. I think he should be locked up. Should have been locked up many, many years ago. Many, many years ago. Just that. And I don't know why why a judge would say we're gonna give him a verdict in June or July and then extend it to September. I don't know why would they do that. You should just give him 4 years off the bat, the maximum. If you can give him 20 years, that'd be even better. But, and you notice that the white media and the media in general keep talking about he should get 6 months or 18 months or some probation. No, he should get 20 years, and he's lucky he shouldn't. Me personally, as an American citizen and relatives who have fought for this country, my father did 2 tours in Vietnam. My uncles was in the military. My granduncles, grandparents in the military. As far as I'm concerned, Donald Trump should get shot, executed. He should be lined up against the wall and shot as a traitor, as far as I'm concerned. But my opinion doesn't matter. So, therefore, that's why I believe this is the deep state. Donald Trump is a part of the deep state. He's a traitor. I don't care anybody. You can't cut it any other kind of way. He is a traitor. But, you get those white Christians or white males, especially them white males, young males. They've been crying for years. They cry all the time. They act like they can't do anything. Their life is being taken away from them. Well, sorry to say, your white young men and white guys and who feel, not all white guys, now there's probably 35% who feel that, hey, yeah, the blacks, the colored people, the women, they're taking their jobs from them. They go around suing businesses, governments, agencies, because they feel though they're not getting their fair share. I don't know why, because I work down at the Port of Baltimore, and the majority of white guys who have seniority over me got help from white people. The corporations where I work at the Port of Baltimore, they give these white men special privileges. I have worked for Ports America. I have worked for Suez. I have worked for Tartan. I have worked for every company down there who continuously, on a regular basis, give these white guys much more privileges than I do, than I receive. I receive very little compared to them. They can bid on jobs, they get it. They can go work places where I can't even work. I would work for Suez, helping to defend the country from terrorists. They rather keep white guys, or a white guy who was caught on camera, may have been stealing. I don't know. That's what I heard. He may have been stealing. But I'm defending and trying to save people's lives, and they keep him on the job. And they told me, well, you're not security. You can't protect people. That's not my part of the job. Well, that's what they tell me, but Homeland Security told me differently. They said if you see anything that you reported and you do something about it, you make sure that this doesn't happen. What can I say? But let me get back to Donald Trump. He is a part of the deep state, far as I'm concerned. And far as I'm concerned, white folks support that 110%. They don't mind him being a part of the deep state because, they believe in him lying because they do a lot of lying. They support him telling lies because in America, there's a lot of lies go on in America continuously about all kinds of stuff, slavery, white privilege, all that stuff, man. It's just continuation of that. There's nothing but psychological warfare continuously going on here in America against people of color. And it's that's the way it is. That's just the way it is, and it needs to be discussed. We need to discuss this matter at hand. We need to talk about it. We need to analyze: is Donald Trump really a part of this white deep state that takes place in America? And thank you. If you want to think this topic is something that need to be debated nationally, because it's an amazing story, because it looked to me, like I said, that the white Christians, the white politicians, even some of these blacks who, excuse me, who may be considered black Confederates by some of us who think that that's what they are, black Confederates. Because you got to remember, there was thousands of blacks who fought for the Confederates to maintain slavery. And, you still have a lot of blacks today who believe that white power is the best power. And because they get paid off to think that way. And they've got mentally delusional minds, too. I mean, that's the way they think. They think that white people are better than us, colored folks. I mean, that's the way they think. So they support it. But again, the topic is Donald Trump a part of the deep state? Thank you. And if you believe that, talk about it. Subscribe to my channel. But I believe that Donald Trump is a part of the deep state. So you all have a good day, and thank you for coming. Bye.